1984. That's the year Toyota introduced the 4Runner. And back then, there weren't a lot of small SUVs. In fact, that 4Runner was actually a two-door. It had a removable shell. It was a pretty cool vehicle, very capable. So that's one thing that hasn't changed in 5 generations. That's right, 5 generations of Toyota 4Runners. I present the 5th generation, which came out in 2009. A lot has changed. That segment saw itself go from nothing to an amazing amount. Back in 1990, I think Explorer was selling about 400,000 units a year. 4Runner, Pathfinder, all these vehicles really benefited from that. But today, no one's buying these vehicles, and I'm going to tell you why. It's hard to find a true SUV today. What I mean by that is the difference between a crossover and an SUV is that a crossover is a unibody. An SUV is a body on frame, and that's what this is. So a pickup truck, for example, is a body on frame. That makes it a very capable off-road vehicle, but not so great as an everyday kind of take the kids to soccer practice vehicle. That original 4Runner back in 1984 was available only with a 4-cylinder engine. Over the years, it's really evolved. They've had 6-cylinder and V8s, believe it or not. But today, the only engine option in all 3 trim levels is a 4.0-liter V6 producing 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. The 4Runner has always stood for utility. As you can see, there's this sliding storage tray here. And what's that designed for is a little tailgating if you need to, or maybe if you need to extend it to carry something long. Have you ever had to put seats down and whatever you're carrying extends beyond the tailgate? Well, with this device here, you can actually do that. Here's something you don't see in many SUVs or crossovers today, a rear window that actually slides down. It's kind of cool, especially if you've got a big old dog back here and you want to let him have a little fresh air, so why not? The 4Runner is available in 3 trim levels: base SR5 model, Trail, or top of the line Limited. Now the Limited and the SR5 are available in a 4x2 or a 4x4, while the Trail is only available in 4x4. Since this is an SR5 or the entry-level model for the 4Runner, as you can see, it's very basic. You've got these cloth seats, a lot of plastic in here, these big knobs, very small navigation screen. This is a truck, and that's what I want to emphasize to anyone who's considering this. Only buy this vehicle if you need the utilitarian value that it provides. If you're buying this as your primary vehicle, your primary family vehicle, I should say, just to go around town, this isn't the greatest vehicle to have. This is meant to be taken off-road, so please keep that in mind. So with that disclaimer, we're not going to do a lot of serious off-roading or mountain climbing today with our 4Runner, but we are going to take it on the sand here just to show you that it has a very technical and capable off-road system. So as you can see, we're on some really soft sand, but we're in 4 low. You have an option of 4 high and 4 low. And as you can see, it's so damn smooth. This car is so capable. In a lot of foreign countries, or even other continents like Africa, these are the kind of vehicles that people really depend on to, for their livelihood. People take these vehicles on safaris and whatnot, and can you imagine if it's that capable, what it can do for your everyday family needs? Well, the bottom line on the 4Runner is that it's the last of a dying breed. It's pretty much the last SUV, or should I say body on frame SUV, because where the Pathfinder is going, the next one's going to be a crossover, front-wheel drive based one. So if you have these needs, you may want to consider this car. But keep in mind that you're only going to get about 17 miles to the gallon in the city, 22 on the highway for an average of 19. Crossover is going to get much better, so keep that in mind. Starting price on a base SR5 with 2-wheel drive is around $33,000. A fully loaded 4-wheel drive Limited can run around $46,000. I really think that Toyota's probably going to let this vehicle go when the next refresh comes up. For example, they have a 5-speed transmission, kind of antiquated. Also, this 4-liter engine, this is the only vehicle that still has this option. I think they're probably going to let it go or probably convert it into a crossover.